Yes, my friends, you heard it right. You heard it correct. Today I am going to make this vlog in English. तो भाई इंग्लिश में बोलने का सिर्फ मेरा यही कारण है कि मैं अपना कॉन्फिडेंस देखना चाहता हूँ कि मैं इंग्लिश में बात करने में कितना कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ कैमरे के आगे और मुझे कितनी इंग्लिश आती है. I don't know what happened, guys. I am becoming too conscious right now. Like while speaking, I am becoming conscious and I'm not able to speak properly. But I love this state. I used to drive on this highway like for almost 6 months before joining a company to America. So that board over there shows 6% grade downhill for 2.5 kilometers, which means for the next 2.5 kilometers, this road is going to be steep down, and there is a big chances if I don't control my truck, it can like overspeed and my brakes get failed. हाँ जी, हेलो, सलाम, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल. थैंक यू फॉर क्लिकिंग एट माई व्लॉग. तो मेरे सज्जनों, मित्रों, भाइयों, बहनों, दोस्तों, मैं हूं एक ट्रक ड्राइवर जो ट्रक चलाता है यूएसए के अंदर, और मैं करता हूं अपनी डेली व्लॉगिंग अपने इस कैमरे के साथ. आपको दिखाता हूं एक ट्रक ड्राइवर की लाइफ क्या होती है, मैं दिन भर में क्या क्या चैलेंजेस फेस करता हूं. और भाई सिर्फ ट्रक ड्राइविंग ही नहीं, आपको इस व्लॉग में मैं दिखाऊंगा एक ट्रक ड्राइवर जो एक फिटनेस फ्रीक भी है. और भाई मैं लड़ रहा हूं एक कंपटीशन जिसमें सिर्फ 90 डेज रह गए हैं. तो आप मेरी ट्रक जर्नी के साथ साथ मेरी फिटनेस जर्नी भी देखोगे कि मैं सारे दिन में क्या खाता हूं, क्या वर्कआउट करता हूं. तो भाई आज मैं निकलने वाला हूं दोबारा अपने घर से गेड़े के ऊपर, और मैं जा रहा हूं अल्बर्टा जो पड़ता है कनाडा में. ये स्टेट से ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया जो है यहाँ पे नेबरिंग स्टेट, और इसको ब्यूटीफुल ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया भी बोलते हैं क्योंकि बहुत खूबसूरत स्टेट है. तो आज आपको दिखाऊंगा मैं बीबीसी, मतलब कि ब्यूटीफुल ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया, और भाई अपनी पूरी आज वाले दिन की जर्नी. तो फिलहाल मैं अपनी यार्ड में आ चुका हूं, पर मेरा ट्रक यार अभी रेडी नहीं हुआ. अभी वो शॉप के अंदर है, वहां पे कुछ उसकी रिपेयरमेंट हो रही है. तो 10-15 मिनट में अपने को ट्रक मिल जाएगा और हम अपना सफर शुरू कर देंगे. पर मेरे दोस्त, ये व्लॉग में ना मैं कुछ अलग करने वाला हूं. भाई अलग क्या, तो 1.5 मिनट तो मैंने अभी हिंदी में बात कर ली है, पर भाई ये व्लॉग की थीम है कि मैं बोलूंगा इंग्लिश में. यस माय फ्रेंड्स, यू हर्ड इट राइट, यू हर्ड इट करेक्ट. टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू मेक दिस व्लॉग इन इंग्लिश. तो भाई इंग्लिश में बोलने का सिर्फ मेरा यही कारण है कि मैं अपना कॉन्फिडेंस देखना चाहता हूँ कि मैं इंग्लिश में बात करने में कितना कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ कैमरे के आगे, और मुझे कितनी इंग्लिश आती है. और आप लोगों को भाई आज पहली बात तो देख के हंसी आने वाली है, क्योंकि भाई आएगी हंसी, वो तो नेचुरल है, मुझे खुद को भी आ रही है. और दूसरी बात, अगर आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी इंग्लिश में लो है ना, तो अपने भाई की टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश देख के आपका कॉन्फिडेंस जरूर बढ़ जाएगा, और कहीं ना कहीं भाई आप भी मोटिवेट हो जाओगे इंग्लिश में बात करने के लिए. तो भाई सिर्फ मजाक, चिल, फन होने वाला है, और व्लॉग में अपना इंग्लिश में शुरू करने वाला हूं. तो सीट बेल्ट लगा लो, सफर के लिए तैयार हो जाओ, चलो यहां से चलते हैं. So guys, I am really getting angry right now. They told me it's gonna take 20 minutes, but now it's half an hour. But what can I do, man? I cannot do anything. If I be angry, they will send me home, and they will told me, go home boy, we don't need you anymore here. So the only thing I can have right now is patience. So what I thought, guys, is like until they guys gonna like fix my truck, I will show you my yard, that what a truck yard looks like. So behind me you can see there are all trailers, they park in the yard, and before me we have bobtails. So this is known as bobtail and also truck. So all the trucks are parked in this yard. We park them overnight and for long days here, and whenever we have any kind of trip, we just come to yard, pick up our truck and our trailer, and we left. So guys, I just noticed, I am just becoming a little bit nervous and conscious about my speaking right now, and I'm not speaking freely. So this is the number one barrier I guess we all face, that we become like too self-conscious while speaking English. That self-conscious means like while I'm speaking with you, I'm also giving some part of my brain, some of my attention towards noticing what I am saying. So guys, finally we are in our truck and I'm feeling so good to be back in this truck. And it's a very nice truck. I really love it, guys. You know, when I got this truck first time, so I thought like, you know, what kind of old model I get. So it's a 2017 Volvo VNL and it got like almost more than 10 lakh kilometers on it. So I thought like what kind of truck I got, but you know, now like I become more familiar with this truck and I have so much memories now attached with this truck that I start loving it. So guys, I'm just finished with my pre-trip and we have a problem here. You know what's the problem? The problems are my light, guys. I don't have much light and my trailer is banging, so I only have one indicator working right now and my other indicator is not working. And I guess it's not just the indicator, but my whole line is not working. So this whole line is not working because I still think it's a little bit loose. So, you know, I have to walk, go back. So I'm just gonna try my shot here. It's gonna be a little tighter, better. Okay, let's go. Hopefully it works. Oh my God. Thank you for saving my time and my energy. Okay, so we have our load papers here and our total weight is 34,630 and I'm hauling wheat right now. So it's gonna be 50, almost 50 bags of 1,000 kgs and wheat in there. So I'm bringing food. So these are all the certificates of wheat, and if they are like how much is the moisture and how much protein in there. So I just need to like maintain a proper temperature. So guys, this is the area where protest is happening right now, and actually I made a stop over there on the scale just to check the weight of my truck. And first of all, congratulations, our both indicators are working right now. So people are staying in the tents as well just because to stop the carbon tax, and they have some boards over there. So this is where they are putting all the flags that are like against the laws and Canadian flags. Actually, I'm not well educated about the carbon laws, like what is really happening out here, but you know, my support is with them, with their cause. Yeah. So we have one gentleman here. Hello sir, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Pretty good.
Yeah. PJ.
Yeah.
I'm actually making a truck vlog.
Yeah.
And I want to add you in my vlog.
Yeah.
With your permission, of course. And you can talk about what's going on right now, what we're standing here for.
Yeah. Well, we're just standing against the carbon tax. That's
Carbon tax?
Yeah, that's come after 4 hard years for Canadians, and they're piling on the taxes every year. You know, April 1st next year there'll be another carbon tax increase, and
so I'm just wondering, like, what is gonna have impact on daily paychecks? Like, how much is this tax? Like,
well, on paychecks, I don't know that it will affect people, but it'll affect people at the grocery store. It'll affect them anytime they go to buy anything, fill up their tank. It affects our exporters who are paying a carbon tax but have to sell into the world market where nobody else is paying this same carbon tax. So we've essentially tariffed our own exporters, you know, and on top of it, it's a compounding tax. So the first person produces something, that thing they pay a carbon tax because they probably are using, you know, fuel or whatever, and then they have to ship it. So that uses fuel, so that's paying tax on that tax. And then it gets to where it's going and put into another product, right?
Even me, I'm driving truck right now.
Yeah.
I'm consuming fuel to ship, produce to your home, right?
Yeah.
And it's gonna take carbon tax.
That's right. The price of fuel is going to go up, so then the price per mile goes up, and then the price to the grocer goes up, and there is corporate greed, but there's taxation as well, and taxation is a big part of the increases that we see everywhere around us is a lot of government nonsense, overspending our money. Because it's our money, and they never spend their money. It's our money, right? The Canadian people. And you're the Canadian people, so they're spending your money. They've taken your credit card, and they've gone hog wild, and they bought whatever they wanted.
So, like let's say when a government put on a tax, they're also doing something for the people, right? They're doing something for the country. So what's this tax for actually? Like,
well, the tax is for nothing. So they take the carbon tax, but they don't use it for innovation or to like fund things that are gonna, reduce the carbon or whatever pollutants they see or are saying are not valuable or we don't want in the atmosphere. They're not spending the money there. What they're doing is they've set up another government department, and now they give the money to other people. So they take it from one person and give it to another, and there's no reason for it. It's not like it's helping reduce carbon or anything like that. It's a
they're more increasing their more government
a wealth
employees.
redistribution scheme.
So guys, that was actually some views about carbon tax, and honestly speaking, like, I'm not much knowledgeable, so I don't have the right to speak about it. But yeah guys, like, tax is a huge thing we are paying right now from our pocket, and I'm not much happy about it, but everyone can have different views. But yeah, that was the spot where this carbon tax movement is going on right now in Canada. So guys, I just made a stop after 3 hours of drive, and I want to show you my truck on the side of highway number 1 and these beautiful mountains. So this is beautiful British Columbia, covered with beautiful mountains and lakes. I don't know what happened guys, I'm becoming too conscious right now. Like, while speaking, I'm becoming conscious and I'm not able to speak properly. But I love this state. I used to drive on this highway like for almost 6 months before joining a company to America, and I really love this spot, and I love this state. And it is the most beautiful state in Canada, and some people call it mini Switzerland. And in my opinion, yes, it is no less than Switzerland. And guys, this is my time for some skipping right now. So as I mentioned that I'm preparing for a competition, which means I have to stay fit and I have to get shredded. So this is what I do. Apart from eating healthy, I also have this skipping rope with me. So what I usually do is, like, after every 3 to 4 hours of my stop, I do 15 minutes of skipping, which helps me keep my metabolism high and help me in staying fit. And some health expert says, skipping is better than running or light jogging. So yeah, this is my go-to tool to stay fit on the road. So guys, I hope so far you are liking this vlog and you're liking beautiful British Columbia as well. So I thought, like, I should just turn on my camera a little bit and show you guys some footage of road. So currently I am just entering the British Columbia border, and as you guys can see, this is like a single road highway, which means that on one side the traffic is going and on the other side the traffic is coming. So when you enter the British Columbia from Alberta, a little bit of highway is like single road, but then it's gonna be double lane, and I can say that almost 50 to 60% of the highway number 1, that is from Vancouver till Calgary, is like single lane. But government is making plans to make this highway double lane, and half of the plans are ongoing right now. So there's gonna be a highway coming soon. So guys, I just have made my second stop here at the brake check. So what brake check means is all the semi-truck drivers need to stop their truck and they have to check their brakes. So I will do a complete circle check. So my indicator is working, and I'm going to check if there is, which there is no leakage, no sign of oil leakage, and check those beautiful mountains. and some mountains over here, and both our indicators are working right now. So guys, after the brake check, we are back on the road, and I just turned on my camera to show you guys a little surprise. So what that surprise is gonna come in like 10 seconds. So you just count down 10, 9, 8. So first of all, we are going downhill, which means we have to go a little bit slow because the real hill starts from here. So I'm gonna put my truck in manual mode. So right now it's in 10th gear, and I have put on my engine brakes on level number 3, which means my truck is going to stop automatically without me braking. I just need to control it with the engine brakes. So that board over there shows 6% grade downhill for 2.5 kilometers, which means for the next 2.5 kilometers this road is going to be steep down, and there is a big chances if I don't control my truck, it can like overspeed and my brakes get failed and something major can happen. But we are a safe driver, so nothing's gonna happen to me. And this is runway lane, which means that if your truck gets out of control, you can drive there. So this was the surprise, guys. Look at it. So this used to be a mountain, and they cut the mountain and made a road through, and this is whole like a bridge. So this whole piece of highway that I'm going to drive on, it's a kind of bridge. So what a marvelous infrastructure from humans. We have evolved so much, guys, so much. So guys, I just made a quick stop for a quick coffee at Tim Hortons. So I'm in Golden right now, and Golden is just on the side of highway number 1. So I parked my truck, grab a quick coffee, and now I will be back on road. And one thing more, I gotta be disciplined, man. I gotta be disciplined. You know, I'm like approaching my goal real soon. I'm only like 89 days more left. And what I'm doing here, bro, I'm drinking double, 2 sugar. Never. It's not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen if I have to win. So guys, cheers. My last double. I'm not gonna drink Tim Hortons. I'm not gonna eat Tim Hortons for the next 90 days. So guys, I written my goals. Please God help me complete the next 90 days challenge. I love you. And 2 of my goals, that I want to win the bodybuilding show, and the second, I just wanted to be healthy and in best shape of my life. And I'm just gonna put it in water now. And yeah, so that was a small ritual. But it's gonna have a big impact. Trust me, it's gonna have a big impact. You know why? You know, guys, why? Because it's a kind of affirmation that I just done with myself, that this is what I want, this is what I want to happen, and if that thing happen, it's gonna give me a lot of happiness, confidence, and proud on myself. So why not? I'm gonna do it, guys. So guys, it's been a long journey and a long day for me, and I just parked on the road to make a quick stop so that I can warm up my food. So this is going to be my second last meal of the day. I have broccoli, some green beans, chicken and rice. So a good source of protein, carbs, and a little bit of fat. So it's already 1 o'clock in the night, and I think I will be there like around 5 o'clock. But you never know, you know, like if I feel sleepy, then yeah, I'm not gonna drive anymore. Then I will take some nap for like 1 hour, 2 hours, and yeah, because you know, sleep and my life is more important than load and appointments. So guys, I'm only like 2 hours away from my destination, but I'm feeling not much but a little bit sleepy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna compromise with my sleep, and I'm just gonna take a quick half an hour nap, and hopefully I wake up, and yeah, then we will continue on our journey. And after 2 hours I will be at my destination, done with my day, and good night till then. So good morning people, good morning. If you are still watching this vlog, just let me know, should I make next vlog in English or no? You know what I think? I should not make my next vlog in English, because my English is not so good, man. That's why. Finally, you can tell by my eyes that I am feeling little bit sleepy. I finally reached my destination in Surrey, Vancouver, and my plan is not sleep. I'm not gonna sleep anymore now. So my friend is coming and we're gonna go hit gym, and then afterwards maybe I will get some sleep, 5-6 hours, but not more than that. And my logbook's gonna be available at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So I still have 8 hours of sleeping time left, from which I will use 2 hours for my gym and 6 hours for sleep, and maybe 5 hours for sleep and 1 hour for cooking my meals for tomorrow. And yeah, tomorrow is already here, guys, but I'm still in yesterday, I guess. And yeah, so that's the plan. My buddy is coming right now, so until then I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna gather all my stuff and put it together and change my clothes, and then I'm ready to go for gym.